That's just nasty. The other one is just as funky. Ugh. So that actually came down easier than I had expected. I mean, it's all gravity, right? So we're in the house that I just finished this kitchen in. And we're going to start the bathroom remodel today. All the interior doors are replaced. I drilled out all the locks. I fixed that. I don't know if you remember the plumber, when he was doing the HVAC system, he ran a foot through the sheetrock. But what are we doing? Today we're going to start, and I need to keep this project moving forward. I'm going to start this as a bathroom remodel. The other bathroom that's in the house is fine. We're going to leave that one alone. But this is, well, remodel. Remodel's a tough word. Maybe it's just an upgrade. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do. We're not going to pull the tub. This is a porcelain over steel, decent tub. The porcelain's in fantastic shape in this one. We're just going to pull up the stickers and leave it be. Going to replace the scupper and the overflow with a brushed nickel. We're going to change all the bright work. I'm pulling the tile off the wall. I'm pulling this off the wall. I hesitate. This frightens me what might be underneath there. And usually people put that stuff on because they got soaked. Strip the floor. We're going to do a tile floor, tile shower enclosure. This is just tile that was put, the last remodeler put tile directly on drywall. I don't mind that. I've done tile stuck directly to a purple board. This vintage is probably green board, hopefully. I don't mind that. I've done that before and it's held up quite well, but I don't typically do that. That's more like a rent grade thing if you're doing it over drywall. So we're going to tear out, I'm going to tear all the sheetrock here, and we're going to go with a cement board, new walls, new wall hardware, get a new light fixture, a new fan. I am not gutting the entire bathroom, if that makes sense. So get stuff kind of demoed right now. I'm going to pull this door off because it's a brand new door and I don't want to get it damaged. So we're going to pull that, and that's it. That's all I want to do today is I want to get this stripped out. So I'm going to set you down a minute, put a respirator on, and get some work done. This is a good before shot. Somebody peed in the toilet and they didn't flush. It smells wonderful in here. Alright, I'll be right back. Y'all ready? That went pretty easy. Floor scraped up pretty decent. It's shiny because it's wet right now. I don't like scraping any kind of floor dry, even though I wear a respirator. I wear my respirator. I don't like scraping bathrooms in particular. There's probably, especially around the toilet area, there's just probably years of poo-poo molecules that have settled onto the ground there and into the baseboards and whatnot. I don't like breathing it. Man, I gotta stop. I have to stop until I confer with the owner. Two things. First of all, I can't remember if he wanted the tile run all the way to the ceiling. I don't know. I want to say yes, and I usually take notes. I take very clear notes when we discuss stuff, and I look through my notes, and there wasn't anything in there. So I kind of pooched it on that. Not that it's going to hang anything up. I just got to get him over here and take a look at it. And secondly, I got to talk to him about this tub. Overall, the tub's in pretty decent shape. We got to keep this in perspective that this is a guest bathroom. It's not going to be used with any frequency. But when I was pulling the shower door out, the adhesive caulking that they used, hold on, let me get, where's my putty knife? There it is. The adhesive caulking that they used is extremely strong. Stuff is not flexible. And this little chunk of porcelain came out with the rail. This stuff, I can't cut this with a utility knife, and I didn't want to come in and cut it with a knife and score the porcelain that's on this steel. So I carefully was prying it, pink, and it popped that much out. Now, with that being said, the rest of the tub's in nice shape. You always protect your drain hole. Nobody wants to go around with dirt in their drain hole. was I? Oh yeah. This gentleman that owns this place here has used a local company that sprays out these tubs, that puts the enamel, sprays the enamel on there. So I got to talk to him and see if that's something he wants to do to fix that, because I believe he wants to go with a frameless. I don't know that I can hide that with a shower door, or maybe we just touch it up. Again, I don't know. I have to talk to him about that. I'd prefer not to pull this tub out, because then it just gets to be that much more, but if he wants to, it's fine. It's entirely up to him. Crap. Because then, you know, you're at this point where you're like, well, this sheetrock is destroyed. This is where they had that sheet of crap on there. And it's destroyed. So what do? Do you come along this line and cut it out and just replace the bottom half with sheetrock? Well, no. Not me, at least. Because we got plenty of other crap going on in this sheetrock. So now you're at the point where you're going to strip this whole wall. You're going to strip this whole wall. So you've got two walls open. What are you going to do with this wall? This wall's not pretty. I don't know how well you can see that, but looks like they did some kind of hack texture, probably to cover up some old screw heads, or where they had shower or towel racks. Actually, no, they didn't do a very good job of covering up the holes for the towel racks. I don't know. But, and I'm not pulling the ceiling. Absolutely not. I will avoid that at all costs, because I hate pulling ceilings. But structurally, I don't know if I mentioned this already, we're in good shape. It was over sheetrock originally. This is all the original sheetrock. They stuck the tile down with some kind of flooring adhesive. Or that actually looks like vinyl floor adhesive. That's definitely not, in my opinion, that's definitely not tile mortar. Because here you could see where they did some kind of patch and repair. That's tile mortar, not this brown stuff. So that was obviously done after this. And if you remember, there was some little design thing there. Structurally, it's in good shape. The tubifers are in good shape. There was no moisture barrier. It was just sheetrock right up on these tubifers. That's not really a good idea, in my opinion. But that's what they did. And 1950, this house is, so 66 years later, it's not horrible. There's a little bit of discoloration there. Maybe some water got back here at some point in time. But the wood's all good. It's all good. All on the base of the tub there, or the rim of the tub. The floor is sound. The gray stuff that's on here is the paper backing to the sheet linoleum that was on here before. That stuff is on there good. And you start getting into stuff like, where was it? Like here, where I start pulling up concrete. It's so stuck on there here. I'm pulling up chunks of concrete. So do I really need to continue to scrape all that down? Nah. That's super solid in there. I'm going to go over the top of this with the Schluter uncoupling membrane anyway, the Dietrich system. And that'll make this bomb proof. And then the mastic, that same mastic I use in the kitchen, I use here, and that stuff sticks to everything. It'll stick just fine to this paper, because this paper is stuck really well to the floor, so life is good. Okay, so we're looking at 12 o'clock here on Saturday. I've got one other stop before I get home, but I'm done here for now. We're going to shut the lights off and wait this week. I'm going to meet up with the owner, and we're going to discuss options. All right, for that, I got to go. Got to run. See ya!